Guys, it's the Center Rage here, and I'm back at it again with another video. Sorry I've been gone for a while. Yeah, I'm just redoing this because, well, let me just say, that other video I made, yeah, it might have 600 views, but that thing was garbage. Like, it was, looking back on it, like, my audio is poor, like, it was horrible. Or it wasn't horrible, it's still my most viewed video today. Thank you guys for that. But yeah. Oh yeah, thank you guys for 100 subscribers. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'll bet you hey, I'm back. I'm probably not gonna upload every day, but I'm still going to try to upload if maybe once a week, but just don't even think about it. Like, I got so bored from this quarantine junk. I'm over here going insane. But, okay. So, let's start. What if Deku had the flame fruit? Part 1. So, Deku, at a young age, he, Deku was born and he went to the hospital hoping he'll get a quirk, but then he didn't get a quirk, so he got really, really sad, like really depressed over it. Bobby Girl started bullying him, but then one day he went into the woods, he ran into the woods, found this weird fruit that had a note next to this. It says, for the person who eats this fruit will gain incredible flame powers. I don't know. So he ate the fruit. It was disgusting. He downed it. Like if you know what Buggy did, but he ate that thing. He went to school, he came back, he went to school, and then let's say Bakugo tried to punch him, and then when he punched him, his body just turned into fire, so it passed right through him. And so Deku in his head like, okay, so this fruit does work. Wow. So then he starts to think in his mind how these things were created. Because remember, Deku is not dumb. Okay, he is a smart lad. Sorry if you hear any noise in the background, but yeah. So then after that, he ran home, said, "Hey mom, I have a quirk." But then, let's just say, he went to a swimming pool somewhere and then he jumped in, but then he just couldn't swim. He already knew how to swim, but he just couldn't swim. So you know what he did? He just like, okay, so I can't swim with my power. So that's a huge disadvantage. And yeah, so let's get on to the last day of high school. Deku now is he knows he's one of the strongest people in the school, but he just doesn't like to say it. But the teacher walks in, he's like, okay, now what, like, you guys want to be careers? Oh, you guys all want to become heroes, flip the papers over. And so then he went over to, said, Bakugo, you want to go to UA. And somebody else wanted to go to UA, and everybody was thinking, oh, who is it gonna be? And then they look at Deku, and then Deku is sitting there, and I was to say, Izuku Midoriya, you want to go to UA? That's weird, I thought you would have become a doctor. He said, I'm still debating on it, but he will go to UA. Deku that day, he was walking home, okay, and then he ran into a villain. Let's say he took a shortcut, and then and then he was walking by a sewage thing, and then he looked down. Right into the sewers and stuff, and then he saw a huge sludge villain pop out, and he said, "Give me your body, kid." And then he just incinerates him where he stands, evaporates him. Fire Fist. If you guys know where that came from, that comes from One Piece. That's Ace's signature move, Fire Fist Ace. That's his name. But then Aces just leave. Not Ace. Izuku just burns him to a crisp, and then All Might says, yeah, I was tracking down a villain. Did you see him? Oh, you mean that blob I just incinerated? Yeah, well, yeah, sure. Hey, do you want my autograph kit? Nah, I'm good. Like, I'm not your biggest fan. But sure, I'll take it. Okay, so then he goes home. So then Deku goes home, and then he just says, "I beat a villain," but then he heard explosions from the other side of town, so he goes over to the other side of town, and then he sees Bakugo, and then the sludge villains like reformed over there. So then he says, "Let Bakugo go, and I won't incinerate you again." He's like, "Oh shoot, it's this kid, you know what? Stay back, I'm gonna kill him." Well, we already are pretty badly suffocating him, so bye-bye, Fire Fist. And then he evaporated that thing. Then he goes down over to, picks up Bakugo, says, "Does he need any medical attention?" But then Bakugo says, "No, I don't need any medical attention from you, nerd." So then Bakugo leaves, Deku leaves, and All Might is debating about, should I give it to him? Should I give One For All to him? He's not gonna get One For All. Like, being intangible, the first thing. But I'm gonna explain how his powers work. He actually doesn't get to become intangible. He can just manipulate his body around it, because he is fire. He is the embodiment of fire. So let's say if you stab him, if he doesn't move his body, it's going to stab him. But if he does move his body, like how Logias have it, it will pass right through, like Katakuri, if you know who that is. Yeah, then he can shoot out fire and stuff. But okay. So it's the UA. All Might still have his quirk, and he gives it over to Bakugo because he couldn't find Deku. He couldn't find Izuku. So he just picks the second best thing, which was Bakugo. So then so then it's the entrance exam. Well, no, it's actually the test that they have to do. So here's what happened. Here's what happened with the test. Deku is pretty smart how his powers work and stuff. So he gets third place, only first place was Momo, and then second was Ida, and then third was Deku. After that we have the regular exam. The actual fighting robots exam. So then this is what happens. As soon as he says go, my dude uses his legs to fly, because Ace can do that. I guess last time I remember, you can fly with the Marinami. You can just boost yourself up and then keep yourself up with the fire on the bottom half. So then this what happened. He goes over to each robot, and then he starts incinerating them. Only if he touches them, his hand would melt right through their thing. So he's just shooting out fireballs and stuff, getting 2-3 points, and then you hear screaming. he only hears it, and then there's a huge 0 point robot. So you know what he does? He goes over, picks up Uraraka, and then uses a fire fist on the thing's head, shooting a huge fire, and melting its face off and dropping it. So yeah. So today is the first day of UA. We have Deku just walking in the class a little late. Everybody's looking at him. He's like, how do you do all this stuff? Todoroki's over there. I don't like this guy. I just don't like him. He reminds me of somebody. But then, yeah, he says his name is Izuku Midoriya. Bakugo says, no, your name is Deku. You're a nerd. And so then Deku goes over there and said, last time I remember, I think I got the most points in here. I got 188. That's how much points I'm going to say he has, because I don't think he's going to be able to have like 1,000,000 or 1,000 points, because I don't even think you're able to have 1,000 points. So yeah, he destroyed the 0-pointer. So he says, yeah, and here's where I'm the one who saved that girl back there. Last time I remember, you didn't save anybody because you probably couldn't with your weak Quirk. And then Aizawa walks in and says, okay, no time to argue, no time to make friends. The person who comes last in this Quirk exam, in this Quirk test, will get last place. Will get, whoever gets last place in this Quirk test is getting expelled. So he's like, well, can't have that. So then he's going to hey. So then, sorry about that. Sorry about the interruption. I had some unwanted visitors. So then, yeah, he goes over there, and then Aizawa walks in and is like, whoever gets last in this Quirk test is getting expelled. So then, in the strength test, he gets second. In the jump test, in the long jump, he just flies over everything. In the ball throw, he just puts fire on the end of the ball and then throws it. As Aizawa's like, huh? Like, I try to shut down this Quirk. Why is this Quirk not shutting down? So then, yeah. As Aizawa takes him in at the beginning, as soon as he does the ball throw, he's like, hey, I'm Aizawa Eraserhead. I don't remember what hero he is, what number of hero he is, but then he says, yeah, I couldn't shut down your Quirk, and what is that for? He says, reasons. I have my reasons. You just can't shut down my Quirk, so don't ask what my Quirk is, because I'm not going to tell you. Little does Aizawa know that it's actually not even a Quirk, it's a mythical fruit. Well, not really mythical, because you got the mythical zone. It's more like a Logia type. It's a Logia type devil fruit. He doesn't say that, though. So then they go outside, and then, yeah, they go back into class. Mineta gets last place because, well, I don't like that guy. He gets last place, he gets expelled, and then he, like, goes to another hero school or something. But after that, they just, like, work out, train. But then after that, it's gonna be the USJ arc. So they go on the bus, and they say, And they say, "Hey Deku, with your Quirk," he says, "I am the literal embodiment of fire. I can turn into fire. I can't get shot. I can't get anything. Like, I'm intangible, and I can shoot fire out of all parts of my body. So yeah, like total control of fire and heat. That's all I'm gonna say. Heat." So then they go up to the USJ. The 13 says, "Yeah, well, my Quirk is very dangerous. I have to be careful. I have to be careful about, well, how I use my Quirk." And then as soon as like a little sliver of that portal opened, he melts down the door. He melts down the door that has He melts down the door. So and says, "Ida, go over there, get All Might, put him in here," and yeah. And then he sees the Nomu. So then the Nomu tries to punch him. So you know what happens? And nothing happens. The punch goes straight through him. It doesn't really go straight through him. It's more like, well, you can't really hit fire, can you? No, you can't. So then he starts hitting him. Nothing happens. Then he walks over. He says, "He's a waste of my time." So Deku takes out the little smaller villains. After that, he incinerates the Nomu with, a fire fist. Soon enough, he'll have a new technique, but I'm not gonna tell you that. At least not now. I'm gonna tell you that. So he has 2 weeks off. I'm gonna explain what he has in this 2 weeks. So he trains a lot. He sits in boiling water, which remember, he is weak inside boiling water, but it also increases his heat. Yeah, and the reason why you gotta remember with One Piece, Devil Fruit users can't get in water. They can't be fully submerged in water. If they get fully submerged, that means they just get unconscious and then they get knocked out. But that doesn't mean you can't just what's it called? That means you can't just still use your Devil Fruit power. So then he's halfway submerged in boiling water, and then he makes it hotter and hotter and hotter until the thing that he was in just explodes. So yeah, that's really his training. Weightlifting, and then we get to the sports festival. I'm actually going to leave that up to the next episode. Hope you guys enjoy. Hit that like button down below. Subscribe. And yeah. Bye-bye.